You want to know how to set up a job and do invoicing with Jobber because either you are thinking about using Jobber or you've already signed up. And if you haven't signed up for Jobber yet, I want you to go ahead and click my link down in the description to get your 14-day free trial. But what I want to do is I want to show you how I set up my jobs and then how I do invoicing. And for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Erica Crouppen and I'm the owner of Crouppen's Poopin' Scoopin', which is a dog waste removal business. I do my invoicing. I pre-bill all my customers on the first of every month. The majority of our work, our bread and butter, is reoccurring maintenance work. So that's the reason why I pre-bill. We do get one-off jobs, but usually a lot of times those one-off jobs convert into weekly, which then it's reoccurring billing. So I want to show you how I like to have my stuff set up. So hopefully this will make things easier for you in the future. Stay tuned. For the sake of time, I went ahead and I filled a lot of this stuff out because I already recorded this and it was just nonsense. You don't need to see all that. So Theodore Tester is my tester account. And what I did is in the instructions, I have certain things that I want to know. I want to know like scooper notes. We usually put if it's small, medium, large type poops, and if there's hot spots. This customer has lots of piles behind the garage and behind the shed. This lets our scooper know that like this is a heavy hitter. The trash can, it's located by the gate. We don't haul the waste away, so we double bag it and we put it in the homeowner's trash can. So wherever that's located, we put it there. If they don't have a trash can, we put in the notes where we're going to put that bag at. The home. What does the home look like? Because there's been times where a home doesn't have an address on it, or it's like, 3378 north or 3378 south, and we've scooped a yard that wasn't the right yard before. I'll be truthful, it's happened. And then service area. Is it a small, medium, large yard? Like, what are we working with here? That way, if I have it quoted and priced for a small yard and my scooper goes to scoop and they're like, this is a medium yard, what's going on? There's proper communication. Like, I have it priced for a small yard, I have it timed for a small yard, but that's not the case. Now this is going to be a reoccurring visit. This means we're going to be going back to this yard regularly. If it's weekly, it's bi-weekly, whatever the frequency is, like they don't have to contact us each time that they want their service. Here you have the option to do one-off job or reoccurring. I have it set as reoccurring. So down here is going to be how you're going to schedule everything out. When are you starting this visit? I am starting this, let's say today, for the sake of today, so today is April 7th. I don't put times in unless there's a specific reason of why I need to, but we don't give our customers times. When is this going to repeat? It's going to repeat every 2 weeks on Monday. You got to be careful because it's going to automatically default to weekly. That is the default. So you have to come down here to where it says every 2 weeks on Monday, or go to custom schedule, and then you put in there what is needed. Also, when you come into here, it's going to default to one-off job, so you want to make sure you click over to reoccurring, because if you try to create a recurring job from a one-off, it doesn't work. It doesn't work right. Been there, done that, tried it. And then the duration. How long are you going to schedule this out for? Some people do a year, some people do 7 years. I just do from now until the end of the year, because at the end of the year, I go through and I like redo everybody's visits and jobs and clean everything up. It's a huge project. Is it necessary? Probably not, but we do it. Then we come down here to invoice and automatic payments. If you are billing once per month, and this is kind of actually where this video topic came from, because Shane sent me a question. He says, Erica, can you please help me? And this was the middle of last month. I'm sorry. It says, I'm trying to start invoicing on the first of the month on Jobber. How do I do that? The customer signed up $3.19 for bi-weekly. I charged him only $34 for the month because it's prorated. And then how do I charge him after? Do I have a video on that? No, I don't. But now I do. So it's going to default per visit. If you're charging once per month, you have to make sure you're clicking over to fixed price, because if not, if you don't, then you're going to charge the customer this price down here every visit. You don't want that. I did that before and I caused myself like an $800 issue. I had a refund. It was a mess. Okay. So when do you want to invoice? Here's the thing, is it's going to default to monthly on the last of the month. You have to come down here and hit custom schedule. This is what it normally looks like. It usually is clicked last day. It's gray. I unclick that and then click the first. If you don't unclick the last, it's going to invoice them on the last day of the month and then the first of the month. And that's going to be a problem if you have it set up on auto draft, like auto pay. So just watch that. Be careful. It takes some time, but it becomes like second nature. So you hit OK. So I look over here. This looks good. Monthly on the first day of the month. Great. Okay, so see where it says invoicing and automatic payments. Let's just run through this. We have our fixed price. We're going to invoice monthly on the first of the month. The first invoice is not going to generate until May 1st. And that is proper because you're starting in the middle of the month. So because you have it set up on the first of the month, it's not going to auto generate. Now, if you want to set up auto billing where it's going to charge their card on file the first of every month at 9 p.m., you toggle this on. I usually don't do that for the first invoice because I don't trust myself and I make mistakes. I usually let the first one roll through, double check everything, make sure I got it all set up right, process their card, and then set them up for reoccurring payments afterwards. But that's just me. Now down here with the line item, you would have this line item already built out because this is how it works. Somebody submits a request. You send them a quote from the request. They approve the quote, and then you turn that into a job. So whatever the quoted price is, this will already be built out into your job. So because it's every other week scoop, small yard, it's $100. Now you might be asking, well, what about the prorated invoice that needs to be sent out for the month of April? You have to do that one separately. So once again, let's just go through here, make sure everything looks good. Every other week scoop, we got the scooper notes in there. We're starting today, every 2 weeks on Monday, looks good. We have our fixed pricing. They're going to be billed the first of every month. You can request a payment method from them. So this is where you would do this. Click that, and then you can email or text message them a secured link for them to update their card on file. So unselect that, and then update job. So boom, this is all set up. It looks beautiful. So what I do is then I come into the profile, then I come over here and I hit new invoice. Next step. And then I would just type in April pro rated bill. Okay, and then you have to, like, what is your due date? Mine's usually just 1 day. So you can go ahead and do all of that. And then as for the proration, you just have to figure out how many visits are left in that month, and that's how you're going to prorate them. So if we were to start the job today, they would get 2 services. So I should have done it how Chase wanted me. So let's just pretend this service is starting on the 21st. That means they're only going to have 1 visit for this month. So what I like to do is I like to leave the price that's there. You can either add a discount here. You could do the number, the dollar amount, or you can do percentage. I add a line item. I say prorated credit. Prorated credit. And then what I'm going to do is, you can write like a description in there if you want. I come over here and I would do $50 with a minus sign. And then write no service on 4/7/25. And then you come over here and you could just, what service would be here. So this service would be April 21st. I'm prorating it. I'm giving this as a credit. The reason why I like to have the line item, because it just shows. Because people who just ask questions, and then it's like, here, I credit it for this monthly scoop. Because they'll ask questions when it's been like weeks and I don't remember. I'm not sure. But now I can look back and be like, okay, well, you didn't start service until April 21st. The credit was for the 7th because you didn't get service. Great. And then you can also see like how the customer is going to see it. You can... Yeah, so dog poop removal prorated bill. How many days do you want to have it due? The amount, the credit, the proration. If you need to add your sales tax, do your sales tax. But you can also build out your sales tax in your settings over here. Right here. You build that sales tax out so that it gets applied to every invoice so you don't have to do it every time. Michigan, we don't have to do sales tax. Okay? And you hit send and save. You can send as a text message, you can send as an email, or if you have the approval and the card is on file, you can collect payment that way and automatically charge the card on file. And just hit save invoice is going to put it into the drafts. I'm not going to send this to anybody because this is just a tester. So I'm just going to hit save invoice. And see how it says it's in the draft. And we can look through this. Every other week, small yard. It would be $100 for the month, but we prorated it. They get a $50 discount. That service is $50. Now there's going to be some months that have 3 months. Depending on how you set up your billing, you're going to have to adjust. Me personally, I have my pricing figured out to where it's a flat rate. So it doesn't matter if they have 5 services that month or 3 services for bi-weekly. That's already taken into consideration when I set up my pricing. Okay? There it is. I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense and you feel like I need to do a better, deeper video, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you did not understand and what I can go deeper on, because I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you. And if you are just finding my channel and you're like, I don't know if I should do a CRM. I don't know if I should use Jobber. I love Jobber. Jobber has been very kind to me. It is a very robust system, and it's really helped my business a lot. I mean, there's a lot that you can do, and I find it to be pretty user-friendly. So I hope you guys like this video. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.